Hi, rapid belief change. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Good morning, my name is Wayne Donnelly and I'm a neuro-linguistic programmer, NLPer. And what I'd like to talk about today is how to change beliefs in a rapid way. And I'd like you to think of the saying that whatever you believe to be true is true for you. Or another way of putting it was like Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. So, belief change. Why would we want to change beliefs? Well, if you have a look around you, everything that is around you externally is a reflection of what's inside you, what beliefs you hold. For example, say if you believe that you can't succeed, or you believe that you are a smoker or a non-smoker, you identify with that and you create the world around you through those type of beliefs. It's quite interesting, and if you observe yourself and maybe some other people around you, you may see what they believe is reflected in the actions they take. If I believe, for example, that I couldn't succeed, that I couldn't get a certain job, then I wouldn't try going for that job because I believed that I couldn't get it. So how do we create change in the beliefs? Some change is good, some isn't. If we have an empowering belief, that's great. Or if we have a disempowering belief, maybe that's something that's holding us back from what we could really achieve, the potential that is inside every one of us. Let me run you through an example that happened to me and how I was able to change my beliefs rapidly and for so much better in my life. It made such a huge difference. My wife and I were living in humble circumstances several months ago. I worked through this particular change that I'm going to show you today, and now we're living on the beachside in beautiful Manly Beach, Sydney, Australia. It's fantastic, and the change was rapid. So let me run you through this because it's really, really exciting. How does this happen? Well, if you're familiar with neuro-linguistic programming or NLP, you'd be familiar with the concept of eye patterns and how eye patterns indicate where people may be accessing certain things when they think. So, for example, if you asked yourself, what is something that you believe to be absolutely true? For me, something that I believe to be absolutely true is the sun rises every day. And I get fully associated into the picture. I can see the picture of the sun. I can see the sun rising up over the horizon, over the ocean, with waves breaking. I can hear the surf. I can feel a gentle breeze. It's a pretty strong picture for me. And you may have noticed just then, when I thought, first of all, about that sun rising in a picture, that I looked up and to my right because I could see it. It was fantastic for me. And that's where I was accessing something that's absolutely true. And be aware for yourself, what is it that you think is absolutely true? And when you think of it, where do you look? Do you look up and to your right or some other place? Be aware of that. So that's quite interesting. Another thing that you may like to think about is, what's something that you might say it's true? And these are these things where we might kid ourselves. You might think it's true, but do you really believe it to be true? Is it evident in your life? At one stage, I thought that, well, yeah, look, I can get wealthy. Wealth comes to me easily, success and prosperity, etc. And then I began to notice, where did I look when I was thinking about those things? And actually this came to me after listening to Richard Bandler talking, and Richard Bandler is a co-founder along with John Grinder of NLP. And he said if you associate an old belief that's disempowering with a belief that is absolutely true for you, then that will change your beliefs and the things that you experience in your life. So when I thought about, okay, for instance, I deserve wealth. And a lot of people don't believe that. I was one. Because when I accessed it, I thought, well, where do I look? And I would access down and to the left. I wasn't accessing up here, where I knew something was absolutely true. What if I could take that belief from that position to associate it with something that I believed was absolutely true? What would happen? Let me show you. What I did, and I think you can do this for yourself too, is I sat down and pictured where this belief was. I closed my eyes and I imagined, okay, where am I accessing this belief that I didn't really think was absolutely true? Down here to the left. And so I imagined a great big gloved hand grabbing that belief, bringing it quickly into my face and throwing it up behind where that picture of the sun rising. Oh. So I did that in a very rapid fashion. Just bring it up, throw it up there with the sun, placed it behind the sun rising. And so then I went and did something else. I came back and I asked myself, what do you think about wealth coming to you easily, that you deserve wealth? And where did I look? I was accessing here. And I thought, isn't that interesting? The afternoon that I did that, I had a colleague of mine ring me and say, hey Wayne, I'm moving out of my unit, this luxury apartment that's on Manly Beach, and I'm going to be breaking the lease, so I need someone to come in and take over. And all of a sudden I'm in this beautiful new home. I've just moved jobs into something that is absolutely fantastic for me and a great change. And so many other positive things have been happening for me as these beliefs travel in clusters, I believe. So this is something that's so incredible, and I could recommend it for you, trying it in your own life. So if you'd like to find out more, just click through to the 3Ws.WayneDonnelly, WayneDonnelly.com and ask me the questions that you have. I'd love to hear about your experience. Thank you.